Alright, I'm going to fix the mirror on my visor. The mirror just kind of flops around. It doesn't stay open when the visor is down. It's really pretty easy. You start by just popping the entire mirror assembly out of the visor. And really, it's easy, even though it might take me a minute here. Oops. Man, I put a big gouge in my table. Alright, my wife does not like that very much. But the mirror just pops out. It sounds like it's breaking, but it's really not. So the mirror pops out, and then there's a couple of wires in there that go to the light. So you're going to pull those wires out of the way. And then what you're going to find, there are these two little metal clips that have fallen out. These little clips, you see those? These little clips go right inside here. Get right in there. And there's a couple little slots. That little slot right there and that little slot right there are where the clips go. And the clips have a long side and a short side. And the short side has a little, show the short side of the clip here. The short side of the clip has a little wedge that's supposed to lock down in there, but apparently they pop out. So what you do, you take some little 5-minute epoxy here. And I got this at a hobby shop somewhere. I use it for everything. So you take your 5-minute epoxy, and all you need is a little dot of each part. So you put the 5-minute epoxy on something, one little drop. And then you mix it up. Mix it up with this. And after it's all mixed up, you can take a little dab of the 5-minute epoxy and put it in that little slot. And gravity will actually help it down into the slot. And it needs to be something like epoxy. I thought about using super glue originally, but super glue is kind of brittle. And if you use super glue, what's going to happen is it'll hold for a little while, but then the super glue will crack and the spring will pop right back out. So once you got the 5-minute epoxy down in the slot, you just slide the spring down in there and push it in place. Push it in place. Put some more epoxy over on the other slot. Take the spring, push it in place. And then just snap the visor and the mirror assembly back together. And then it's just a matter of putting it back in the car. And it comes out of the car very easily. There's just 2 screws. You pop this little plastic piece off. There's 2 screws that hold it into the car. And that's it. And maybe my wife won't notice the gouge.